Hey guys, Coach Genty here, coming at you with just a little update. I feel like I'm keeping my head above water with sending my clients their check-in responses for the weeks, and I'm keeping my head above water with taking care of a baby and being a mom and a wife and a full-time employee and all the things. So I apologize for not showing up here as much as I had been, but I do make a point trying to send an email or upload a video like once a week like normal. But I know like my clients always kind of ask me, tips on this or that, and we're all human, right? So one thing that's coming up this weekend is the Eastport Pirate Festival. And actually I have a client that's also going, and she was telling me, it's hard when you're not making your meals from home and you're on the go, and I totally get it. And I just gave her some simple tips that tend to work for me. And again, no one's perfect, but what's most important is you kind of ahead of time make sure you don't go to your events like the Eastport Pirate Festival hungry. Make sure that you have like a solid breakfast before you go. Bring lots of water. Even if you park the car and you bring like bottles of water with you that you can go back to the car and get, that will make sure you're staying hydrated, because sometimes when you're really thirsty, you might actually think you're hungry. It's kind of crazy how that works. So if you ever notice that you're feeling hungry all day, ask yourself how much water you've drank for the day. And then of course, for me personally, I like to pick one or two indulgences. My client actually said, I didn't have a doughboy at the fair, and she said I might find myself one at the festival this weekend. And I'm like, oh my gosh, me too. So I went to the fair. I enjoyed a corn dog. Actually, it wasn't that good, I gotta say. I don't know what was wrong with the hot dog, but it wasn't that good. So I didn't actually end up eating the whole thing. But I had an Italian ice, which I didn't think I would enjoy, but the Blue Hill Fair was like 100 degrees, so that Italian ice was delicious. So anyway, I just wasn't too super hungry, didn't feel like having a doughboy, so I think I might indulge in that, depending on what I feel like the day of, unless there's something else really yummy there. And of course, I love breweries, so I'm sure we're gonna find a place or two to enjoy like an adult beverage. But we're gonna have a bunch of kids with us, and we're very excited to go. And so those are just some tips: limiting snacking, making sure that when you do go to a restaurant, you pick the protein and veggies if possible as the anchor, or having a side salad and starting with that before you eat your meal out can help. But I feel like the festival is going to be more like walking around, picking at things. So just being mindful of that and enjoying being present with who you're with and the events going on. So that's what's happening this weekend for me. I'm still consistently at the gym. Some days are way harder than others. We transitioned baby Ray to his crib this week. He did a great job. Mama did an okay job. It was hard to get him in there, but last night was his second night in the crib and he did amazing. So things are getting easier. Sleeping is getting better. I'm getting stronger at the gym. I'm able to do some things I wasn't able to do coming back postpartum. So things are feeling good there. And honestly, as your coach, I got to tell you, and I practice what I preach, but consistency beats perfection. So if you can't do things perfectly, if you can't eat perfectly, if you can't, follow your perfect routine that works for you, always ask yourself in any given situation, what could be a little bit better? Maybe it's a healthy swap. Maybe it's reaching for a glass of water instead of an extra cup of coffee. Maybe it's adding some vegetables to your meal. All of those little things add up huge over time when done consistently. It's all about finding those foundational habits that work best for you and your healthy lifestyle. And I'm here for it. So bring on the weekend and the upcoming new week. We've onboarded a lot of new people this month for September for our new 30-day reset. And we're well on our way to, creating that foundation. So I'm super excited for everyone. Thank you for following along. And I would love to hear your thoughts on the Eastport Pirate Festival. Any tips, tricks, things that you loved, things that you didn't love, I'd love to hear from you guys. I will talk to you soon.